Picture this for a second. You've already designed your logo, bought the perfect domain name, printed business cards. Maybe you've even announced your new company on social media. Friends are congratulating you. Customers are starting to notice. Then you sit down to officially register your business. And the state says one word: no. Not because your business idea is bad, not because you filled out the paperwork incorrectly, but because someone else already owns a business name that's too similar to yours. Now you're looking at changing your brand, buying a new domain, updating your marketing, and starting all over again. It's a frustrating mistake. But thankfully, it's also one that's incredibly easy to avoid. Hi, I'm Bobby Casey, founder of BusinessAnywhere.io. For more than 2 decades, I've helped entrepreneurs launch businesses, stay compliant, and avoid costly mistakes that can slow down their growth before they even make their first sale. Today, we're talking about one of the simplest but most overlooked parts of starting a business in Nevada: the Nevada Business Entity Search. Now, I know this doesn't sound like the most exciting topic. Most people want to jump straight into filing an LLC, opening a bank account, or launching a website. But trust me, this search can save you time, money, and a whole lot of unnecessary stress. So let's talk about why it matters. A lot of first-time entrepreneurs assume they're just checking whether someone else has the exact same business name. Actually, that's only part of the story. Nevada wants business names to be distinguishable from other registered entities. In other words, your name doesn't have to be identical to create a problem. It simply has to be similar enough that customers could become confused. For example, imagine there's already a company called Silver State Marketing Group. Now you want to register Silver State Marketing Solutions. Different? Yes. But similar enough to raise questions? Possibly. That's why a proper business entity search isn't about finding exact duplicates. It's about spotting potential conflicts before the Secretary of State does. So where do you begin? Nevada provides an online business search database through the Secretary of State's website. It's available to the public and allows you to search existing business records. Now here's a little tip that experienced entrepreneurs use. Don't search only once. Let's say your ideal business name is Desert Peak Ventures. Instead of typing only the full name, try breaking it apart. Search Desert, then Peak, then Ventures, then combinations like Desert Peak or Peak Ventures. You might even search for similar spellings or words that sound alike. Why? Because customers don't always remember names perfectly. And the state is trying to reduce confusion in the marketplace. The broader your search, the better prepared you'll be. Now, once your search results appear, don't just look at the first listing and move on. Spend a few minutes exploring the details. You'll usually see information like the business name, entity type, status, filing dates, and sometimes additional public information depending on the record. Pay close attention to the status. You'll probably notice businesses listed as active, dissolved, revoked, or even permanently revoked. Here's where people often make a wrong assumption. They see a dissolved company and immediately think, great, that name is available. Well, maybe not. Just because a business isn't actively operating doesn't automatically mean the name is free to use. There could still be waiting periods, reserved names, or other legal considerations involved. That's why it's always worth verifying before building your entire brand around a name. Speaking of branding, let's zoom out for a minute. Choosing a business name isn't just about satisfying the state's requirements. It's also about creating something customers will actually remember. Ask yourself a few simple questions. Is the name easy to pronounce? Can people spell it after hearing it once? Does it look good on a website? Will it still make sense if your business grows into new products or services? I've seen entrepreneurs choose names that perfectly described what they were doing today, only to realize a few years later that the name no longer fit the business they had become. Think long term. Your name should grow with your company. Now, while you're researching your business name, it's also smart to check a few other things. Is the domain name available? Can you secure matching social media usernames? Is another company already using a very similar brand outside of Nevada? Even if the legal name is technically available, strong branding means creating consistency everywhere your customers find you. The earlier you think about this, the easier your launch will be. Now, let's say you found a name you love. It appears available. What's next? Well, if you're forming an LLC corporation or another legal entity, you'll continue with the official registration process through the Nevada Secretary of State. During that process, your business name will still be reviewed to ensure it meets Nevada's naming requirements. For example, LLCs generally need to include an appropriate designator, like limited liability company or LLC. Certain restricted words, especially those related to banking, insurance, or regulated professions, may require additional approvals or documentation. So don't assume availability automatically guarantees approval. It's one important step, but it's not the final one. Here's another lesson I've learned after helping entrepreneurs for over 20 years. The businesses that succeed usually don't rush. They prepare, they research, they ask questions, they think beyond today. A Nevada business entity search may only take a few minutes, but those few minutes can save you from expensive rebranding, filing delays, and unnecessary legal complications down the road. So before you order signs, print business cards, or invest in marketing, make sure your business name is built on a solid foundation. Start with Nevada's official business entity search. Search your full business name, individual keywords, and similar variations. Review entity statuses carefully. Think about branding beyond legal availability. Check your domain name and social media handles. And make sure your final business name supports your long-term vision, not just your launch day. Because building a successful business isn't about moving the fastest. It's about making the smartest decisions first. And if you'd like help forming your Nevada LLC, choosing a registered agent, staying compliant, or managing your business as it grows, that's exactly what we do every day at Business Anywhere. From LLC formation and registered agent services to compliance support, bookkeeping, and ongoing business management, we help entrepreneurs simplify the business side of entrepreneurship so they can focus on growth. You'll find helpful resources and links in the description below. And remember, Swipe, a great business starts with a great idea. A successful business starts by making sure that idea has the right legal foundation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.